Hey, ¿qué tal amigos? ¿Cómo están ustedes? Gracias por estar aquí presente el día de hoy. Se acercan las elecciones del 5 de noviembre. Quiero advertirles de algo que se está, ¿cómo se podría decir? Se está orquestando en el Capitolio de los Estados Unidos. Este creador de contenido que están viendo en pantalla pudo evidenciar que varios helicópteros están aterrizando en el Capitolio, están volviendo a despegar como forma de práctica de algo que pueda suceder el 5 de noviembre o el 6 de enero. La situación está bastante tensa, no es un secreto, no sabemos qué pueda pasar, no sabemos cómo pueda reaccionar ambos partidos después de los resultados del 5 de noviembre y se ha evidenciado muchas prácticas, tanto militares como evacuación de personal desde el Capitolio en estos helicópteros, y quiero mostrarte cierta parte de este video donde van a ver estos helicópteros aterrizando y despegando del Capitolio de los Estados Unidos, que normalmente no se hace. Vean esto.
VIP transport.
Ok, ahí pueden observar que el departamento de DC, Metropolitan DC, la policía local y la Guardia Nacional, tanto los militares, están llegando como muchos helicópteros al Capitolio, aterrizando, despegando, etcétera, evaluación del campo, porque la situación está bastante delicada. Y de esto se trata el video. Melania reflexiona sobre el increíble estado de la carrera del 2024 a pocos días de las elecciones del 2024 y se siente como el año 2016. Melania, en este video que te lo voy a traducir en español, ella advierte que estas elecciones del 2024 es más peligrosas que las elecciones anteriores que se han hecho en los Estados Unidos. Quiero que le prestes mucha atención a lo que dice Melania, porque es bastante importante y, como dice un dicho, si el río suena es porque piedras trae. Vean este video.
And we have a very special guest here, the former First Lady of the United States. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Nice to be here.
It's also like the #1 book in the country.
The #1 book. Here it is. We've all read it, and I have mine all earmarked and lots of notes. It is fabulous. I'm so proud of you. Lots of wonderful pictures too. Stories about being First Lady, your upbringing. It's just great. You have to pick it up. Everyone should read this book. So thank you for coming on to talk about it. Congratulations. 1 week away. How are you feeling? How's the family?
I feel good. We are feeling good. We are working hard. My husband, he's all over the country traveling. And as we saw Sunday evening, Sunday through the day was an amazing day and a lot of support out there.
Yeah. You've been through the campaign cycle now 3 times, 2016, 2020, 2024. How is this different? Or how is it better? How is it different? How does it compare?
I feel it's kind of the same like 2016. The support out there, it's incredible. And it's just, people see what's going on in the country and what kind of leadership they want. They want prosperity, they want American dream coming back. So that's what we will decide on November 5th.
It's got that feeling.
Yeah.
Mrs. Trump, you made it very clear when your husband decided to run for president. You were going to be a mother. You were going to take care of Barron, and you were going to work on the projects in the White House. But that mattered to you. But you took the stage on Sunday. You surprised the former president. You surprised the entire audience. Why now are we seeing you more on the campaign trail in the final stretch?
Well, it was an incredible place. I love New York City, and I think that people to hear from me on that day, the arena, Madison Square Garden, the support that we have, and I want to support my husband as well. So I was there for him and everybody else.
Are you? I know you're like the former president, doesn't want to count anything before it's done. But if the polls are correct and you continue the momentum and you win, are you anxious to be First Lady again? Do you want to be First Lady again?
I'm not anxious because this time is different. I have much more experience, much more knowledge. I was in the White House before. So when you go in, you know exactly what to expect. You know what kind of people you need to get. You need to have people that they are on your team, that they have the same vision as me, and to serve me because they serve the country.
But the thing is, Melania, in your book, you talk about people that really stabbed you in the back, right? Yeah. And let you down.
Yes.
And how did that feel to put that in print and finally get your voice to this story?
Well, it's important that people hear my story because it's a lot of misinformation and a lot of mistruths out there. So that's why I wrote the book. And, you know, I wish the best all these people that they go on the back and they need to heal, actually. They need to heal. I wish them all the best. They should be there for the right reasons and not why they
That's
were
big
there
of you,
for.
because a lot of people would be angry.
Yeah, it's betrayal. It's betrayal, but they show the world who they are. They need to go to sleep every night, and they know what they did, you know, to tape First Lady of the United States on the phone calls and release them to the public and edit those phone calls. It's disgrace, and should never happen to anybody.
That has to be the hardest part because you
never
trust...
happened in the history to somebody that would do that.
You know, Mrs. Trump, do you feel that there's unfinished business at the White House? Even for you, I know the former president talks about his agenda. He wants to bring inflation and wants to secure the border. But you had projects as well. Do you feel like you got to accomplish everything you wanted in the White House?
We did a lot, but it's still, it never ends. It's so much to do and to take care of the staff and also the country and our next generation, our children. I accomplished a lot with Be Best and brought Be Best internationally as well. But so much to do. And so many new issues will come in 2025. We never know what will come. Yeah. And children are suffering. We need to help them and educate them.
Mrs. Trump, you said that this campaign cycle feels like 2016. In the excitement and enthusiasm and things like that, I would imagine. But something is different, and that is two different people tried to kill your husband. And you saw it live on television. This is all different.
It is different. It's much more dangerous, and I'm very vigilant and very selective where I go, what do I do, because, you know, you never know. It's one person, and it's dangerous out there.
What do you think about the rhetoric that's out there today? They're still calling your husband a second Hitler. How does that make you feel? Because you know him better than anyone.
Correct. It's terrible. He's not Hitler, and all of his supporters, they're standing behind him because they want to see country successful. And we see what kind of support he has.
Yeah. Right. Why do you think he does this? He doesn't have to do it. You know, we hear Eric Trump all the time say, my dad could be on a beach, my dad could retire. He has these buildings and businesses. Why do y'all do this? Why'd you choose to do it again?
He loves his country, and he wants to make it successful and for all of the people. Yeah. You know, he loves people, and he wants to make this country great again.
Was the hardest part the court cases? Was that one of the hardest things, seeing the indictments and the court cases, especially here in New York City?
Look, it's part of it. It's part of the politics. When we came to the White House the first time when he was elected, I knew it would not be easy, and I knew they would go after him, and they did. So I always said, like, what is next?
Great. Given the fact that there have been 2 assassination attempts, when he is at the door, he's about to go to work, do you say something different to him as you send him out the door?
I always said to him, you know, good luck and be safe. You know, you never know what kind of phone call you will receive and what can happen in life, right? Life is fragile, and we need to enjoy it every day.
Do you feel like God has a purpose now for him? Because this has been 2 attempts, and he's been spared.
Correct.
Right. Thank
Hey,
God.
Mrs. Shrimp,
Are
we
you
have
okay
some,
with audience
some
questions?
audience
Yes, of
questions.
course,
Let's go to
yes.
Craig first.
Yes.
Yes, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Craig.
Where are you going to spend election night with your family? Hopefully a celebration.
Wait, is this an invitation to your house?
Absolutely.
We will be in Palm Beach, and in the morning we will go to vote. Me and my husband will go to vote, and then it will be, you know, a waiting time, a period of waiting, and we will see. And then I hope it's a success, and a party in the evening.
Do you think that we'll know on Tuesday night?
Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope that we know. I hope that election will be fair, and everything will be, you know, selected, as we say, on Tuesday night.
All right, Joanne, where are you, Joanne? Where do we find you? There you go.
Mrs. Trump, it's a real honor to have you here. I want to tell you thank you. I appreciated your beautiful words and descriptions of New York City during the rally. And my question to you is, how did you present or drop your little pro-choice bombshell on the president in the middle of his career fight for his career? How did you present it to him, and what was his response to you?
Well, my husband knew my position, my belief, since the day we met. So it was not a big surprise for him, right? I guess other people, the world didn't know where my stands are. But he was not surprised at all. He knew about it.
All right,
She writes
Barbara.
about it in detail in her book. If you
I
wanna-
do.
Yeah.
In the book, it's like a whole chapter about it. So I really explain what I really believe, what really means my body, my choice. It's not one way only, right? So if somebody's interested, they should read it.
All right, Barbara's got a question right over there. Hey, Barbara.
Yes, thank you so much for taking our questions. I know from everything that I've learned about you that you're a very dedicated mom. And as a grandmother of 7 little ones, I'm wondering, do you have any advice or words of wisdom for our young mothers who are working so hard to raise our children in such a challenging society?
Congratulations, 7. It's a lot, right? It's a busy time. I would say that lead with love and take a child as individual. We are all different, and also make sure that you, as a mother, you are healed, so you don't put the issues and trauma and everything to your child. Be cautious and be very, very loving.
That's great advice.
Good advice, yeah.
All right, Brendan. Well, Brendan, last question here. What's on your mind?
Good to be with you.
Thank you. You too.
What would you do, or what would you like to see improved in our country if your husband wins the election next week?
Well, I would like to see country to be safe and prosperous, better economy, and the peace in the world. That's very important.
So, Mrs. Trump, you already have this book that's out, #1, but you're releasing the collectibles item
Yes.
of your book. Tell us about
It's
it.
a collector's edition it's out in December. It's available on melaniatrump.com, and it's a book that has many more photos, many more pictures, and also through my eyes, the pictures that I took from the White House, from my travels, on my iPhone.
Awesome. And in fact,
Let's take a
we've
look
got
at
a couple of them.
Oh, you do? Oh,
we
great.
do.
This one is,
Fantastic.
we think it's a view from your helicopter
Yes.
as you and the president flew to Italy for a meeting while he was president. What are your recollections of this?
Oh, it was incredible. I flew on a military helicopter, and you talk with the helicopter pilots. You put
Through the headset, yeah.
headset, and you talk to them. And I took that photo of Taormina. I was flying there. We were there for G7 summit. It was just incredible sight.
And then you took another one. We have another one from, I think this is from,
Oh, look at
tell
that.
us where this is the White House, the Rose Garden?
This is a Rose Garden, wintertime, and Oval Office. You could see the window, and if I would have binoculars, I could see my husband. But it's from my private office room. And this one,
This last one is Halloween decoration.
Halloween decoration from yellow room in the White House, in the residence, looking out on the south portico.
Spider webs.
Yes.
And one final picture, and that is London.
That is London. We were there for a state visit in UK, and we were passing the mall. You could see it's all cleared out, and we were in the presidential limo, the Beast. So I took that photo very quickly.
From the Beast.
That's right. It turns out first ladies are just like us. You take pictures with your iPhone.
I do. I like to take pictures and for my memories.
So, Mrs. Trump, you have a big surprise for the audience today because
Yes.
they're all going to take home a book, right?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Everybody gets the book. Yeah. Enjoy it. Enjoy it.
Very nice.
Are you surprised how successful it's been? Number one?
Number one, it's fantastic. I think people really love to hear from me, I guess.
Right. Yep.
So, and, looking forward to that people reading it
We'll
and
see.
hear my story.
Well, see if it's Back to
I
the
know,
Future one week from
We
today.
can't shop in your closet. We can't look like you, but we can read your book and learn all about the story. What's your website if people want to buy these books?
MelaniaTrump.com.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Thank
All
you.
right.
easy. Thank
so
you.
nice
Mrs.
you to
Trump,
come
thank
in.
you so much for
Appreciate
coming
it.
on the
Thank you
show.
for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Very